Does Boxing. We back with another one. So we got the new WBC rankings that just dropped for the month of September 2022. We're gonna run it down, see what's going on with it. Before I do that, I want to salute everybody coming through the building. Make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe, all that good stuff. Feel free to drop a comment in the comment section. It's all good. Or if you listen to the playback, feel free to drop a comment there as well. You can follow me on my social media, Twitter at OverJ, Instagram Does Boxing. Y'all know how we do. It's all good. So we're gonna get to it, man. I was able to take a look at it last night when it dropped, but I still want to talk about it. And y'all know, just like a learning experience for me. You know what I'm saying? I just want to share some of the wisdom and stuff and how I be figuring out some of these fights and stuff like that. So it's all good. So we're gonna start with the heavyweight division, of course. So we got some big news. You know, Tyson Fury is the WBC champion. We all know that. He just defended against Dylan White. And it's talks about him and AJ fighting in December. AJ and his team said they accepted the deal for December the 3rd. So we're gonna see. It's not done yet, but it's a good sign. It's an even greater sign because Anthony Joshua entered the new WBC rankings at number 6. This is the first time he's been in the rankings since December 2015. So that got to tell you something. I know we don't always believe in these negotiations and stuff like that, but this one right here make it more real. My man, Tay in the building. What's good with you, bro? Salute to you. Salute. So this right here kind of, you know what I'm saying, kind of, kind of ease my, doubt about this fight happening. Now I think it can happen now. The second step is enroll into the WBC Clean Boxing Program, and that should be easy work because Joshua has been involved in all of his fights, so that should be nothing. So, hey, that's what's up. I hope the fight happens. I think it's a big fight. You know what I'm saying? I think those guys, it's a hell of a fight for UK fans. You know what I'm saying? It's a big fight in boxing in general, but it's a big ass fight, super fight for the UK, and that's good. They're getting a big fight, so we'll see what happens with that. So that's a good thing. So that was the biggest thing I noticed about these rankings so far. You got Deontay number 1. Of course, he's about to face Robert Helenius October the 15th. Robert Helenius jumped up a couple of spots. He was like number 8 or number 9 last month, and now he's number 4. So y'all already know what time it is. That's the WBC title eliminator. Andy Ruiz jumps up to number 2. Number 2 last month was Joe Joyce. Now, Joe Joyce is out of the rankings altogether is because he about to fight for the WBO interim title against Joe Parker on September the 24th. That's a good fight, too. Good fight for the heavyweight division. All right. Frank Sanchez. So Frank Sanchez is number 3. I'm sorry. So he moved up a spot. Frank Sanchez is about to face Carlos Negron on the undercard of Wilder and Helenius. So he's there on that card just in case something happened with the main event, which knock on wood, hopefully everything is straight. He got high enough ranking where if he can fulfill, let's say Helenius fall out, Sanchez can fill right in. You know what I'm saying? And that'd still be a WBC eliminator to face Deontay Wilder if something happened with Helenius. So we never know. You know what I'm saying? Frank Sanchez is facing a 6'7" guy in Carlos Negron. So it's a reason. So when y'all be seeing these matchmaking and seeing where these guys is placed at and where they are in the rankings, it tells you everything you need to know. Now, of course, that's probably not a fight Deontay and his team probably looking for, but that's a good backup plan just in case. All right. So moving on, number 5, we got Arslanbek Makhmudov. He's about to face Carlos Takam this weekend on ESPN Plus. That's a good fight. He's number 5, so he's right there for a world title shot. He just signed with Top Rank, co-promotion deal with Top Rank. We know when we see him sign over there, the first names that come to mind is Jerry Big Baby Anderson, Stephen Shaw, F.A. I see F.A. crept in at number 15, so maybe that's a fight for F.A. after that. I think F.A. is probably further along than the other 2 guys I named because he got more fights. He been on a bigger platform, and he fought a 10 and 12 rounder before. So F.A. may be higher up than those other guys. So, you know what I'm saying? Saying F.A. creeping in number 15, that can be a possible matchup for Arslanbek if he come through against Takam, which I expect him to do. Talked about AJ, Dylan White still right there. We'll see. He talking about he come back in November. Although Wallen, that's another good contender that can make a good. He's a high level B side opponent, and he can win some fights. You know what I'm saying? Martin McCullough, that's another good one right there. Zon Kalabuski. Luis Ortiz dropped down all the way to number 11, so he's still in the rankings, but he dropped down after the loss to Andy Ruiz. Michael Hunter is going to face Huey Fury. That's October the 29th. That's a WBA eliminator. We got Shazor, Herkovic, and then Java. So 1 through 15 is not bad. And let you know at the top what they're trying to do. You know what I'm saying? Deontay, I know PBC wants to see Deontay and Andy Ruiz. That's a big fight though. So we'll see what happens October the 15th. You got Edney Joshua just entered the new rankings. So that's making the Fury fight in December more realistic to me. So let's get it, yo. That's good news for boxing fans. So we'll see. All right, Bridgerweight. So this is the WBC is the only one that represent the Bridgerweight division. That's a 224 pounds. Oscar Rivas is the champion. He's going to face his mandatory Evgeny Romanov. That fight got rescheduled from it was supposed to be in August. Then they said October 15th, but it's going to slide down to November the 5th. So hopefully ESPN picked that up. They picked up Rivas' last fight. So like I said with this division before, it's some good names. If these guys fight each other, it'll make the division better and more credible. But this it seems like this division is kind of stagnant, only waiting for what happens at the top. So we'll see. But no real changes in Bridgerweight though, as far as the ranking. So it's really not too much to talk about. Cruiserweight. So we got Junior Makabu as the champion. He just made a defense in January. He got a fight coming up. He's going to face Ryan Rozeski. That's the guy who fought Oscar Rivas for the vacant title. That's supposed to be in October. Rozeski, I thought he lost his last fight to number 11, Peralta. Peralta took him to school, real talk. But I think they scored a draw, or they gave it to Rozeski. I forgot. That shit was a robbery. You know what I'm saying? So Macabre gonna get that fight. That fight should be officially announced pretty soon. And let me see. Number 2, Noah McHalkin. He supposed to face number 3, Machinsu, for the final eliminator at the WBC. You still got names like Kovalev, Badu Jack, Richard Harapur. Those good names. Chris Billings Smith, I like him. Mazanek, I think he's fighting for IBF eliminator coming up. Dolikos, Tabiti just came back with a victory. Peralta, he's a good fighter though. You know what I'm saying? So no real changes at cruiserweight. You still got some big names. The smaller the guys that's moving up to cruiserweight like Kovalev and Badu Jack, they're probably the biggest names in this division. So we'll see. So not too bad. Light heavyweight. So Arthur Beterbiev, he's a unified champion. He got 3 belts: WBC, IBF, and WBO. He just beat Joe Smith to unify. He got a mandatory in the WBO with Anthony Yard, but that fight looks like it's gonna get postponed because Beterbiev had like a minor knee surgery, so he probably sit at the top of 2023. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so we'll see. Hopefully he don't stay out too long. Excuse me. He got a new mandatory in the WBC. He got Callum Smith, who just beat up on what's my man's name, Broderick. He stopped him in 3 rounds. I think 3 or 4 rounds with a nice left hook. So I like Callum Smith though. Callum Smith can fight. You know what I'm saying? IBF rankings for September seems very long to be posted. Yeah, they're probably waiting on what happened this weekend with Triple G, because in the IBF, it's a lot of things. This fight this weekend with Canelo and Triple G, it's a lot of dominoes that can happen. You know what I'm saying? Depending on who wins. So yeah, so I can see why they're waiting. But the IBF posted the rescheduled fight between Michaela Mayer and Alicia Baumgartner and Carissa Shields and Savannah Marshall October 15th. So they are up to date somewhat. They just haven't dropped their ranking. So it should be out pretty soon. Salute to you, bro. What's going on with you? So Callum Smith, hopefully he'll be back sometime this year. I don't want him to sit out. I know he's gonna wait for his mandatory. Maybe he can face Craig Richards while he wait. I don't know. We got Bawaxi. Bawaxi is going down the IBF route. So him and John Pascal's in negotiation. No, actually, Lou DiBella won that purse bid, so they're looking to put that on a BT Sport card. So we'll see. Smith versus Berbiev will be dope if Canelo wants Bivol. Yeah, we'll see. I know Butteria got Smith versus Butteria. Butteria has the WO up first, and then Callum Smith. So we'll see how that shit plays out. But yeah, I like those fights. Let me see who got something coming up. Number 7, Ali Amadel Amalov. He's going to fight on Showbox. He's going to face Hot Rod Kalajic. That's October the 21st. That's a pretty good fight. Let me see. Dan Aziz just had a victory. I haven't seen Callum Johnson in a minute. Leon Bunn got a fight coming up. So if Callum Smith, if he's gonna stay active, he's gonna face somebody in this top 15. You know what I'm saying? More than likely. So we'll see what he do if he stay active. So we'll see. Nothing changed though too much at light heavyweight, super middleweight. So like I said, the big fight this weekend, Canelo versus Triple G, the trilogy, and there's a lot of domino effect. If Triple G, whether Triple G win or lose, he got to answer to the IBF and the WBA at middleweight to see if he's going to vacate it right away. I know the WBA gave him 5 days, whether he win or lose, to decide if he's going to face Arizona Lara. You already know that's probably not going to happen. And then I think the IBF will follow suit. So the IBF, that's why I said it's a lot at stake. So that's probably why they haven't announced their rankings yet, because this big fight, they're gonna wait for that to happen. You know what I'm saying? More than likely. We'll see. But yeah, it's a pretty good fight though. The trilogy, man, I can't wait for it, real talk. Because most trilogies are like the best fights of the series. Phyllis Nunez in the building. What's good with you, bro? Salute. All right, let's move down these rankings. Number 1, you got Pavel Sangani. Now, he's in talks to face number 3, Chris and Billy. We just seen Chris and Billy last week on ESPN Plus. He just ran through DeAndre Ware in 2 rounds. So, and Billy is like that. That'd be a good fight. And that'd probably be an eliminator. You know what I'm saying? I know Caleb Plant versus Anthony Durrell is an eliminator on the Wilder on the card. So we'll see. That's good news too. So we want to see the winner of that. Well, actually, we want to see Caleb Plant versus Benavidez, who is the interim champion. But I guess if Durrell beat Plant, he'll earn another shot. We'll see. Let me see. So going down, Anthony Durrell, John Ryler. So he's supposed to be in talks to face Jaime Munguia. Jaime Munguia is supposed to be moving up to 68. But I don't know. We'll see. Then you got guys like Dan Jacobs, Jesse Hart. They probably should fight each other. Shiskin, you know what I'm saying? So you got some good names. Bayanza, number 9. You got Carlos Gongora. He's coming out with a good victory. LaRon Richards, I haven't seen him since he beat Gongora. I don't know what's going on with him. Number 12, William Skull. He is the IBF mandatory. So we'll see. We'll see what's going on. But we'll see this weekend. A lot of dominoes gonna fall after this weekend. It can affect both divisions. So 68 and 160. You know what I'm saying? All right. Moving down to 160. So Jamal Charlo is the champion. Man, I'm not even sure when he's coming back. I know he pulled off the fight in June versus Selecki due to a back injury. Now, I don't know, man, to be honest. I see he's back in training. We're going to see. Now, number 1, Carlos Adames versus number 6, Juan Montiel. That fight is a WBC interim title fight. So I don't know what that means. Is Charlo looking to move up to 68? He got, of course, that means, the winner of that is a mandatory. But damn, an interim champion, you know what I'm saying? So maybe the WBC, I don't know what's going on with it. So that's kind of rare when you got a chance. Well, he's not active, so I gotta take a step back. Jamal Charlo not that active. He been inactive for over a year, so maybe I don't know. So them making that interim title fight, it's a big telltale sign. Carlos Adames versus Juan Montiel. So yeah, we'll see. Jaime Munguia, he's still number 2. Chris Eubank supposed to be fighting Conor Ben. They going through their drama. Actually, I think Chris Eubank is bluffing, and it's just promotion. All that shit is promotion. And this is my opinion. I think he's ready. He always been the type of guy that stays in shape and get himself together for a fight. He always ready to fight. You got good names like Murata, Derenchenko, Selecki up in there. Jamal Charlo may fight Selecki. You know what I'm saying? You got Falcao. Falcao is waiting for see what happened with Triple G, so he can get a title shot. Is Murata retired? I don't know. I read something about that directly after his fight with Triple G. I'm not sure. I haven't heard much from him, but he's still in these rankings. You know what I'm saying? He's number 4 in the WBO. I think he ranked all the way across the board, except I'm not sure the IBF. So it looked like, I mean, those some high rankings to be retired. I don't know. JC in the building. What's good with you, bro? Salute to you. All right. Let me see. Moving down. Uh okay. Jason Rosario got a good fight coming up. They got him fighting at 154 versus Elvis Gomez. I don't know if he can make 54. We'll see. We shall see. Number 13, Fedor. He just fought on the PBC card August the 20th. I seen him on YouTube. So we'll see what they have for him. It makes sense for him to face Emil Carbadell, 160 pounds. Both guys fight on the PBC. I mean, that's a good matchmaking fight, I guess. Some undercard. So we'll see. Moving down to 154. So Charlo and Tim Tszyu, that's January 28th, undisputed. So that's a long time away. We still got big fights that need to happen before that. So Charlo, he's chilling for now, but he got that fight with Tim Tszyu, which I expect him to win that. We got the interim champion, Sebastian Fundora. He's going to face off against Carlos Ocampo. That's October the 8th. That's a pretty good fight, though. They sleeping on that fight. That's going to be a good one. Ocampo improved a lot. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people probably ain't seen him, but he's a good boxer puncher, awkward too. And you know how Fundora fights. So that's a good fight. 154, you know that's a good division. Tony Harrison, I don't know what's going on with him. Chris M in the building. What's good with you, bro? Salute. I just seen Tony Harrison last week with Alicia Baumgartner, so I'm not sure when he's coming back. I want to see him against Fundora. That makes the most sense, but I'm not sure. Let me see. Liam Smith is up there. That's a high ranking. You see Danny Garcia. Danny Garcia versus Tony Harrison makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Charles Conwell. I'm not sure when he's going to be back. Kurbanov, Erickson Lubin. Man, I'm hearing in the air Lubin may move up to 60 and face somebody like Thomas Lamana. I've been hearing that in the air, but we'll see. Israel Renoff, that's another one. He going down the WBA route. Jesus Ramos, maybe he coming back pretty soon on one of these undercards. So we'll see. I think Sam Eggerson, this is a hardcore fan type of fight, but he's fighting Dennis Hogan. I forgot the date, but it's coming up. It's coming up. I think it's October the 8th in Australia. So now the fight council with the WBA. No. They ain't gonna do that. They're just gonna reschedule it. They'll probably to me, I don't know if he injured or not. I can't speak on that, but what makes sense is for Wood and Lara to fight closer to the date that Santa Cruz and Ray Vargas is fighting, because after that fight, they got 120 days to make the fight. So if he fighting in September, let's say he fought in September, and let's say Leo Santa Cruz and Ray Vargas fight in February, so that means he had to wait another 4 months. So he damn near he'll get that fight with the winner of Leo and Ray Vargas in the summertime. Nah, yo, don't fall for the injury shit. It's smart shit, really. He may be injured. I ain't knocking that, but I seen guys pull out of fights, and next thing you know, they got world title fight. Jason Rosario, he's supposed to face Baton Matazaliev for the IBF eliminator. He pulled out with a hand injury, and then 2 months later, he fought J-Rock and took his titles. So, you know what I'm saying? Be wary of that shit. Be leery when you see shit like that. Sam Egerton still ranked at 154. I think he may have dropped that, but his last fight, he won the WBC silver title. I don't know if you've seen that fight, but his last fight, he dropped down and won the silver title. So we'll see. 147. So waiting on Spence and Bud. Y'all already know what time it is with that. There's a lot of rumors out there, but I just want to see the fight. So we'll see. Hopefully it get done. You got Keith Thurman. Nothing changed in these rankings, as far as I know. Yeah, nothing changed. But yeah, we'll see. I know I've been hearing about Keith Thurman, been hearing about all types of shit. It's all good. We're gonna see what happens with all of that. I would like to see Keith Thurman versus Ugas if he's not gonna get a big fight. Of course, against Boots. You know what I'm saying? I love all those fights. But we'll see. Igis Kavalasi is going to face Michael Fox October the 8th. That's a good fight. That's a good little crossroads welterweight fight. Michael Fox can win that fight. You know what I'm saying? This based off the styles. We know Igis is a big puncher. He's been out the ring for a while. He coming off what 2 out of 3 fights he had. He got stopped. You know what I'm saying? He had a fight in between that where he won by knockout. But we'll see. That's a good fight though. So nothing really to see at 147. Nothing too crazy. You know what I'm saying? You can make a lot of fights, you know what I'm saying, in that division. All right, 140. So the title is vacant. We heard about the news with Marv Nation winning the purse bid for Jose Zepeda versus Regis Prograis. They already dropped their deposit, so it looking like this fight may happen the end of this year, late November, early December. So we'll see. That's a good fight though. Real good fight. You know what I'm saying? Chain in the building was good. What you salute. So you saying Wood want to jump straight to the cruise route like Rosario? No. I ain't saying that. I'm saying that they want to stay on the same schedule. He's still gonna fight Lara. You know what I'm saying? They worked out a deal. So feel me. They worked out a deal where they can both take interim fights. So the interim fight for Leo is the unification with Ray Vargas. The interim fight for Lee Wood is Mauricio Lara. Okay, he come down with an injury, whatever, however the case may be. But what you need to think about is the ruling was after Leo Santa Cruz, after he fought, so they was talking about he was coming back in November or December. So after he fought, he would Lee Wood would have 120 days to make the fight with the winner of Leo Santa Cruz versus Ray Vargas. So let's say they fought in December. That means they had to fight by what, May or April, something like that, right? You know what I'm saying? But now, since let's say if they fight on the same schedule, let's say they get postponed, his fight with Lara get postponed to December, and both of these fights is in December. Now the 120 days basically start together. You understand what I'm saying? So that means Lee Wood, he wouldn't have to wait so long. You know what I'm saying? To fight the winner between Leo versus Ray Vargas. You feel me? So that's what I'm saying. He ain't doing a Rosario and going straight to that fight with Leo. No, they both agreed to take interim fights. It's part of the deal that they made. Who you got? Fox, boxing man machine. We'll see. We'll see. That's a tough fight. I would say I would go with Fox because how he did with Olympians. If you follow the trend, he dominated the Olympians he fought. Maxie Hughes. I got Maxie Hughes in that fight. All right, so so we know about Zepeda and Prograis waiting on that fight. Teofimo and Gary Antoine Russell, they flipped spots. It was Gary Antoine Russell was number 3 last month. Teofimo was 4. Then they flip flop this month. So we'll see. Still looking the same basically, other than Sergey Lipinets. He comes in number 9, coming off the win versus Brandon Omar Figueroa. So that put him in line with some big fights. You know what I'm saying? Ryan Garcia is still rated number 6. He was rated last month at number 6, so no change right there. And everything else is basically the same. Pedraza, Richard Comey, they fought to a draw. Richard Comey is in the 140 rankings now, so that's another change. They got Brandon Lee. Damn, no, I'm saying more changes now. Brandon Lee is number 14, coming off that win he had. He got dropped hard in that fight. He got his Chevys up in there. So 140 is a crazy division. I see they took out Matisse and Ponce because they fight for the vacant IBF. Okay, I see it now. But 140 is still crazy though. You know what I'm saying? He said, "What's the dates?" PBC guy for Cruz. I'm not sure. Stay tuned for that. I'm not sure. Me being honest, I'm thinking it's gonna get pushed back to early 2023, in my opinion. But we'll see. We'll see. 135. So Devin Haney is undisputed. He's going to run it back with George Kambosos. That's October the 15th. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. I think it's going to look like the first fight, the same type of fight. But we'll see what Kambosos, how can he adjust? Lomachenko, he's coming back October the 29th. He's going to face number seven rated Jermaine Franklin. I like the fight though. Honestly, that's going to get him prepared stylistically for a guy like Devin Haney because Ortiz is a good athlete. He got good hand speed, good footwork. I mean, he's still kind of borderline prospect and contender, but I like the fight. Who is Brandon Figueroa fight? I'm not sure. When I get to the rankings, I'll tell you. Just off the top, I don't even know. I don't know. Maybe running back with Seha. I know he won the eliminator, so he may either just sit it out and try to get the winner. Like I don't know. To be honest, they can play that little politics shit, and maybe he get the winner between Leo and Ray Vargas. You never know. They got it this far where they can get the unification. So we'll see. Maybe he just take a stay busy fight. He said facts. Yes, sir. So 135 is looking good too. Pitbull Cruz is number two. He just won an eliminator, so he's next in line. If the title become vacant, he gonna fight for it. Zor Adalev had a good performance over Giovanni Santillan on Sunday. He stopped him in the sixth round, so that's two good wins back to back for him. Linares and Santillan, so that's what's up. No, Straffion. I'm sorry, Straffion. Giovanni Straffion. He stopped him. My bus. JoJo got a hell of a fight coming up. October 29th. He's going to face Williams Zepeda. That's a good ass fight right there. I like that fight. Two southpaws going at it. So we'll see. You got Edwin De Los Santos. He jumps in number 13. So he basically takes Rayo's spot after stopping him. So that's a good look. Michelle Rivera is supposed to fight on the Wilder Helena's undercard. They're talking about him facing Jezreel Corrales going down the WBA route. So we'll see. So if y'all trying to pick and see who Tank is going to fight, this name, that was one of the main names about for Tank to fight, Michelle Rivera. So if he fighting in October, I doubt if he turn around and come back in December. That's just how shit work. You know what I'm saying? So you can scratch him off. So maybe the Ryan Garcia fight is more likely now. So there's something to think about. 130, we got the unified champion Shakur Stevenson. He's going to face Robson Cancial. That's September 23rd. That's coming up quick. No, September. Is it September 20? No, yeah, September 23rd. Yep, that shit coming up quick. That's a good fight though. You know what I'm saying? I like that fight. I think that this the fight where you're going to see Shakur in full attack mode walking down Cancial. I think he's going to put on a show for the hometown crowd. You got O'Shaquie Foster. He's sitting at number one. So he kind of like in a dilemma because he was supposed to face Eduardo Ramirez for the final eliminator. Ramirez moved up and fought Pitbull Cruz and got slept. You know what I'm saying? He said, yeah, Diaz appeal winner, top 5, yeah. Yep, that's a good fight. Yep. Definitely a good fight for both guys. So O'Shaquie Foster supposed to face Ramirez. He moved up and fought Pitbull Cruz and got slept. So what that leave him? Do WBC just make him mandatory, or do they order him another fight? Not so sure. I don't know what's going on with that. Oscar Valdez is coming back November the 12th, so y'all can mark that down. I don't have an opponent yet. If I had to pick, I know he had one, the guy from Australia, Liam Wilson, but he hurt his hand in training. So they probably have to be creative and find another one. You know how top ranked matchmakers do. I like the fight with Muhammad Yakovov. That would make sense for me as far as the rankings, but I'm not sure. Maybe they want to get Oscar a good win, and then he can worry about world titles after that. And Rocky Hernandez, he had a good victory. He had 2 good victories. I heard talks about him running back with Roger Gutierrez in December on the undercard of Chocolatito and Estrada. You know, that's what's up, man, because Gutierrez stopped him in 1 round, and he was this big, heavy favorite prospect, all knockouts, and he got slept himself. So we'll see. Kid Galahad is rated at number 10 at 130, but he's moving up to face Maxie Hughes. That's a good fight. That fight can be boring, yo. That shit can be boring too. I had to preface that. I like Maxie Hughes 'cause I think he's on a good run. I don't know how Kid Galahad gonna how he gonna look at 35. Um, so we'll see. But I don't know if his power gonna carry up too. I know he was a good puncher at 26, but he jumping two weight divisions. He didn't have a fight in between, and he coming off a knockout loss. Maxie Hughes is riding high. He's on the way up. Look like Galahad on the way down. So that's part of my reason for picking Maxie Hughes. But uh it could be a, a boring ass fight. Let me see. Number 12, Michael Madnisti. He got a fight coming up September the 24th on the Joe Joyce, Joe Parker undercard. He's facing Anthony Kakase. That's a good fight. That's a good fight right there. Y'all stay locked in for that. You can find that on ESPN Plus. I like that fight. I feel Stevenson can hurt Cassius to the body. Yeah, I think he will. I think he will, and probably I think that probably be the best way to stop him, slow down the movement, and to be able to stop him to the body. So I'm with you on that. Okay, featherweight. So we got Ray Vargas. He dethroned Mark Marcelo a couple months ago. He got a good fight with Leo Santa Cruz coming up. We spoke on that earlier in the show. Unification. So we'll see. We'll see when that fight date. You know what I'm saying? I'm guessing early 2023, but I'm not sure. Maybe they can fit it in this year. We'll see. Brandon Figueroa is number one. Now, looking at his opponents, if he's gonna stay active, I mean, I would say we're gonna stay on the PBC side. If the WBC, if they do what they're supposed to do, they can order Isaac Dalbe. He won an eliminator, but I'm not sure. Maybe Mark Marcelo. That's a good fight, just to keep him stay active. Number 6, he's supposed to fight. He supposed to fight in the U.S. a long time ago. So maybe Mark Marcelo, a good fight. He can run it back with Julio Ceja. Julio Ceja, they fought on the Wilder Ortiz undercard. He missed weight by 4 pounds. Maybe they run that back. That was the only draw Figueroa had. I don't know. So we'll see. So I'm not sure what's going on with Gary Russell. Joette just lost. Maybe he'll be back sometime next year. Uh, Let me see. Robinson Ramirez versus Jesse Magdaleno. That's a good fight. That's on the undercard of Lomachenko versus Ortiz. I like that fight. None of my friends want to watch Massey Hughes fight. Joe Joyce Parker. Yep, that's a good fight right there. What do you think of Anthony Case? I like him though. He's solid. I don't know if he's world level, but he's solid. He said Maxeo. Yeah, I like that, man. Figueroa versus Maxeo. That makes sense, actually. Yeah, that actually makes a lot of sense. You know what I'm saying? They fall on the same card. They PBC. They 1 and 2. Hey, I'm down for it. Everybody talking about Cruz, Maceo, Figueroa, Fulton, but they forget about Gary Russell. Who he fighting next? Gary Antonio Russell. Yeah, he's gonna face Manny Rodriguez on the undercard of Wilder Helenius. Mr. Gary Russell, he might be out for another year or so. He got coming off his shoulder surgery, and Gary Antoine just fought Ransom, so that cleared that up. Then Russell moved to 130. I'm not sure. Last I heard of Mr. Gary Russell, that he's recovering from shoulder surgery. That's the last I heard. So I don't know if he's moving up. I don't know if he's coming back. I don't know. To be honest, I don't even know. He said that Yami fighting at the end of the month. Man, I thought he was supposed to fight somebody in an eliminator. I can't remember who. But that's good shit. I appreciate that. All right, moving down to 122. So we got the unified champion, Stephen Fulton. So it looked like he's not gonna be back the rest of the year. You know what I'm saying? He actually got the fight with Neri. That fight already done, really. Neri coming back October the 1st, taking a tune up. It's like a farewell card for the female world champion. So they just gonna, do it like that. So he'll probably face Fulton at the top of next year. So stay tuned for that. And Louis Neri is number 1. This is a good division too. Good names. Louis Neri, Zach. That's a good one. Raif Salim came up to number 5. He had a hell of a performance over Mike Playing. Real good performance. So I like to see Fulton versus Rice Salim, to be honest, instead of Neri. But we'll see. Let me see who got some coming. Not sure. I'm not sure who got any fights coming up. Uh, Zelina Tete to me is the wild card, dog horse, however you want to say it, in this division. Former two division world champion, big puncher. He's tall for the weight. I think he's a counter puncher. He give guys problems at this weight class for his like with his size. His power carries up too. What's the official date for Shields Marshall? October 15th. October 15th. That's a hell of a day of boxing too. So yeah, October 15th. Salute to you. All right. Moving down to 118. So we got anyway has a fight date. December the 13th. He's going for Undisputed versus Paul Butler, the WBO champion. And I expect him to win that fight and then move up to 122. So we'll see. Jason Maloney. Now he supposed to fight a final eliminator with the number 2 guy, Napon Saramasai. That's supposed to be on the Haney Cambosis 2 undercard. We'll see if we get announced. We got number 3, Tacoma Anyway. That's Anyway's younger brother. Donet's still up in there. Charlie Edwards. Manny Rodriguez. Like I said, he's going to fight Gary and Antonio Russell. I forgot what sanctioned by. It's a title eliminator too. Damn, is it IBF? I think it's IBF final eliminator. Let me see. Ray Mark Gaballo, I like him. He can come back. He's young enough to come back. Lee McGregor. Vincent Astrolabio. That's the fight. He's supposed to fight for IBF Eliminator 2 versus Popopov from he from Russia, signed with Salida. My man in the chat got that for me. My man Anthony got that for you. So he got that info. So if y'all want to tap in with him, he definitely got that. He got all the news about the Filipino fighters. So y'all tap in with him. For sure. He said Jason Maloney's fight not announced yet, but his brother already announced. Maybe Maloney trying to get bigger fights. Yeah, maybe so. I know he's the WBO mandatory as well, number 1 contender. So he can go either way. So we'll see. I like that fight though, either way. Or maybe he's just buying his time and waiting for Anyway to vacate the titles because he'll have first dibs at either one, WBC or the WBO. So maybe you may be right. Maybe he takes something else. WBA with Russell. Okay, Antonio Russell. Okay. That makes sense because the number 1 spot was held by Rashid Warren, but he lost. Now they got it vacant. So that makes sense. Appreciate that. Appreciate that for sure. All right. Let's move on. 115. So we got some news, Francisco Estrada, he escaped with his life to me against Argy Cortez. I thought I scored the draw in rounds, but the knockdown gave Estrada the victory. So he already announced his trilogy fight with Chocolatito December the 3rd. So I'm with that. And then we got Jesse Baron Rodriguez. He's fighting this weekend on Canelo Triple G undercard. He's going to face the number 11 ranked guy, Israel Gonzalez, former world title challenger. He fought at Cajas. He fought Chocolatito. You know what I'm saying? So he's a good contender, and I like this title defense for Jesse Baron Rodriguez. So yeah, 115 is crazy right now. You know what I'm saying? And Cajas gonna try to get his lick back versus Fernando Martinez. That's October the 8th. You got Ioka. You know what I'm saying? He may be a future Hall of Famer. And then Joshua Franco is a free agent. He's a WBA champion now. So it's a lot of smoke at 15. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna see. Good names. They're talking about if Bam win. I know this is jumping the gun, but we can speak on it. If Bam wins this weekend, they're talking about him coming back on the Chocolatito Estrada card December the 3rd. I like the Argy Cortez fight. You know what I'm saying? He showed a lot against Estrada. So if he's going to campaign at 15, it'd be one of these guys right here. He said Adrian Larson has been 4 straight tie contenders. If Ramasai ain't retiring, That would be a potential match. Yeah, I'm with that too. Let's get it. You know what I'm saying? Let's get that shit. I like these smaller weight divisions. They have a lot of action. All right, moving down to 112. So Julio Cesar Martinez, man, I don't know. He's not the most reliable. Like as a fan, he's not really reliable. So I don't know what's going on with him. I'm hearing he got a October 22nd date. He's supposed to face a South African fighter, Jackson Chuke. So we're gonna see. I would like to see him fight. I want to see him unify with Sonny Edwards, but Sonny Edwards actually got a IBF mandatory dude, Phyllis Alvarado. That's a tough ass fight too. And then McWilliams Arroyo. So I guess the promoters decide we're gonna leave that fight alone. That shit been postponed and so many times, called off on fight week, and then when they finally fought, they got a head clash and they got no contest. So I maybe Arroyo and Martinez shouldn't ever fight again. Kind of similar to Soro and Matt Renoff at 154. They probably should just go their separate ways. You know what I'm saying? But Arroyo's supposed to fight on that October 22nd card versus number 14, Joselito Velasquez. Velasquez is managed by Canelo, so um, that's why he's getting that opportunity. So we'll see. You know what I'm saying? We'll see. 112. 108. Yo, 108 is about to heat up. It's already heated up. If y'all seen that Fight of the Year candidate with Nasganji and Flores for the IBF title, he said Estrada, Chocolatito, who you picking? I like Chocolatito. Junto Nakatani fighting Rodriguez. Yeah, he is. Yeah, I seen that. Francisco Rodriguez, right? That's a good fight, man. And that's a hell of a test. I'm not sure if it's at, I don't know which weight. I'm guessing 115, but that's a good fight for him. He gonna learn a lot in that fight because my man can fight. Rodriguez can fight. Um, okay, so 108. So it's a lot of stuff popping off at 108. We seen a new champion, that's Ganji. He had a fight of the year candidate with Flores for the IBF. He just signed with Matchroom, so that's a good move. November the 1st, you got a hell of a card in Japan. Ken Shinro versus the WBA champion, Karaguchi. That's number one versus number two. However you want to flip it, that's a hell of a fight. You know what I'm saying? And then you got Jonathan Gonzalez on the undercard. And the winners supposed to fight each other in May for a three-belt unification. And the zone's supposed to pick up that card November the 1st. They in business with Karaguchi, the WBA champion. So if he wins, then you can get, and he wins and and then eventually beats and get the WBO title. You can see him for undisputed versus Naganji. That's the reason why they signed him, to eventually build towards that. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. Hecky Butler, he's the mandatory. He coming off a good performance in Mexico versus Elvis Soto. You got Mark Vaselis. I like him too. He got a high ranking in the IBF. So he's like the highest rated guy. So maybe I'm not sure about the number three guys being mandatories. They can they probably can request it. We'll see. Maybe they order him an eliminator, but that's if he fights Naganji, he might be he may be the new champion. He good. He nice like that. So we'll see. So probably the end of next year, around this time, we should be talking about undisputed at 108. So we'll see. 105. So Panya Pazdrisky, he just had a title defense. He need to be. I think they need to unify as well, like with the IBF champion or the WBO champion. Any one of them be good. We got the WBA champion. Well, actually, that'd be a big fight in Thailand. CP Freshmart defending his WBA title versus WBC champion. That'd be a hell of a fight too. So yeah, man. So WBC, like I always say, as far as 1 through 15 with their world rankings, they're not that bad of a sanctioned body. It's just the other shit they be doing. You know what I'm saying? Joselito Lopez. Yeah, he fought on that undercard. Yep. He's with Canelo. Okay, those good fights. Either one of those fights is real good for him. So either way it goes, he's fighting a guy from South Africa. I'm with it. TJ in the building. What's good with you, bro? Salute. Yeah, he lost again. Yeah, I seen that fight too. No, you're not talking heavyweight, but yeah, I mean, it seems likely. AJ came into the new WBC rankings. First time in like what 7 years since December 2015. So that's a hell of a sign. He's never been ranked by them. You know what I'm saying? Other than that time I just mentioned. So that's a hell of a sign. I hope it happens. You know what I'm saying? That's a big fight. So you see he comes in at number 6. You know what I'm saying? That's a telltale sign. They said they accepted the offer and all that shit. Everything looked good to me. December the 3rd. I like it. You know what I'm saying? And so when they was talking about the fight um, last week and shit, I really was just like, one ear out the other. And I always say it goes to the rankings. Like I start taking shit seriously when I see it in the rankings. Bam, AJ number 6. That ain't never happened. 7 years haven't happened. So that got to be a precedent, right? And then the next step, WBC clean boxing program. But AJ, he been in VADA, so that's not a big deal now. The biggest thing was seeing him in the rankings. Seeing that and how they just pop people into the rankings, you know something about to happen. So shit. Hopefully, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully. I hope it happens. So that's a great sign. Him coming in at number 6. I'm not sure it got canceled. I'm not sure. I think that's just senior talking. But Waxy versus Pascal might be on the undercard. On undercard of which fight? Because Lou DiBella won that, and Lou DiBella gonna put that on a BT Sports show. I'm hearing Dubois on the card in late November. I know Andre versus Zach Parker supposed to go down November the 5th. So I don't know, but I'm hearing that supposed to be on that Dubois on the card. Let me know which card you was talking about, bro. What happened with Eric Rosa? And he had fight counsel last couple of months. Yeah, he was supposed to fight in the U.S. I forgot what happened. I don't know what happened. Oh, he's supposed to fight CP Freshmark. I don't know. That might be a wrap if he fight him, but we'll see. Yeah, we'll see, man. Hopefully everything. I hope that fight happens. That fight get announced before. Yeah, no, it's not really crazy. Real talk. It's not really crazy because AJ really where he have to go. You know what I'm saying? AJ is in desperation mode. The other guy's not in desperation mode. You know what I'm saying? And really, it don't really matter when a fight get announced, as long as it happens. Now, if it don't happen, now I'll be on here tripping, my man TJ. But if a fight get announced first, like Charlo got announced 3 months ago to fight in January. Ain't nobody talking about that shit. I don't really care as long as I see the fights. But I guess it builds up anticipation for the fans and shit like that. But for me, it's neither here nor there, as long as the fight happens. I'm not sure. Far as I know, Dylan White didn't come into the new WBA rankings, so I don't know. I know he was at Boxer. Maybe he gonna fight somebody over there. I don't know, but I would say no until I see him into the rankings. That's how I'm gonna play it. Zach Parker looked dangerous against Ron. Yeah, he did, and he looked dangerous against Morrison too. He's a big puncher. He's a big guy too. He kind of look like a cruiserweight, but we'll see. How confident how confident are you that going down November? I'm so confident that it's going down Spence versus Crawford that I already booked my shit, my reservations at the MGM 2 months ago. November 18th through November 21st. That's how confident I am. Yes, sir. We rocking. If it happens, shit, we in the building. If it don't happen, we in Vegas. You know what I'm saying? Either way it go, we rocking. But I think it's happening. All this other stuff, like about when they get announced and promotion, man, we've been anticipating this fight for 3, 4 years. Man, they can announce it like they can be in training and they can be like, yo, they fighting on Saturday. I'm ready. You know what I'm saying? So and I think all the other fans be ready too. The WO rank Triple G #1. Yeah, he's #1 at 168. Yeah, because he fighting Canelo. That's why. NWO also post date plan. Yeah, yeah, he did. So Canelo next WO mandatory not due to May 2023. Same as Bud Crawford, that mandatory reporter. So his next mandatory not until May 2023. No way, Spence Crawford. Uh, that's crazy. I remember you saying, yeah, I did say it was a fantasy fight, but shit behind the scenes that come to my attention made it a real fight. So it is what it is. I always wanted to fight. It's just the way they've been talking, they've been making it seem like it's a fantasy fight. Did you think Triple G looked somewhat suspect against Murata? He was feeling those body shots. Yeah, he looked old, and then he looked like he regained some youth, and then ended up stopping Murata. So I thought he looked okay. Honestly, it was. I think like the what round was it? The fourth and fifth rounds. I don't know. He was looking shaky. You know what I'm saying? But then he turned it up and he picked it up and got the victory. But overall, though, I thought he looked good, decent, coming off a long layoff and just turning 40. You know what I'm saying? But we'll see. I think we're gonna really tell how he looked Saturday. You know what I'm saying? He don't got to worry about cutting the extra 8 pounds. That can help him or it can go against him. He never fought that weight, so we'll see. He got a world championship chin, so I think that's gonna help him. He got a hell of a jab, so he gonna be in the fight with Triple G. It's just little tactics and stuff. Can he use some of the stuff Bibble did in the fight? Like when he was always against the rope, he'll let Canelo land 3 punch. Well, Canelo will throw a 3 punch combination and miss all three, then he'll spin out and get him back into the middle of the ring. Can he do that? That's what Bibble was doing all night. He definitely got the jab. What are you talking about? He said Spence Crawford is great. Yeah, I used to say that shit. I appreciate that. Yep. Shit changed though. 4 rounds, he looked bad. 4 rounds, he looked bad. Yeah, he did. I'm going to be at Joyce Parker. I'm so hyped. Yeah, that's a hell of a fight. That's a good card. Mana Serrano versus Mafu. That's a three belt unification. Uh, I just talked about that card too. Manese versus Kakase at 130. That's a good fight. That's an IBO title. And who else on that? There's somebody else on that card that I really like. Help me out. But yeah, I like that card though. That's on ESPN Plus. Joyce Parker is a great fight. Yeah. So yeah, I'm glad you guys are bringing that up. Pay attention to what's at stake in that fight. The WBO interim title, right? So that means they're gonna put some pressure on Usyk. The winner gonna put some pressure on Usyk. Um, really, Frank Warren got the heavyweight scene on lock right now. You know what I'm saying? Because he got Dubois as the regular champion. He basically the mandatory for Usyk. Then you got Joe Joyce. He's the WBO. Then you got, of course, you got Tyson Fury, the WBC champion. So yeah, damn, Frank Warren doing this shit. But yeah, so pay attention to that. And also too, this is another indicator. This is why I like going to the rankings. Last month, Joe Joyce was #2 in the WBC. As you see right here, he's not even ranked by them. They got Andrew Ruiz #2. So that means he's going that way. Oh yeah, Usman. Ooh, that's the kid that fight at welterweight. I think he got a British title or some shit like that. But that's a good card though. Sure, that might be another reason why Lee Wood and Lauro is off. Because they on the same day as Joe Joyce and Parker. And I don't know how the sales is going, but if I had to pick, I'm picking Joe Joyce and Parker. You know what I'm saying? Even though I like the fight with Hannah Rankin and Terry Harper. Um, Mac Heffron is on that card, I think. That Joe Joyce card. I thought Man Serrano gonna be on. She might. She still might be on that card. Don't be surprised if she's still on that card. I don't know who's on that card, honestly. I don't know. I got Terry Harper over her ranking. She jumped up 2 weight classes up. Yeah, the speed. I think I missed somebody's comment too. He said, "I feel Triple G got enough in the tank to go to this." Yeah, I think he do too. Um, he said, "But they still keeping the car." Yeah, Maxie Hughes. Yeah, man, I'm telling you, that shit might be boring. I can see both of them stepping on each other's feet. Kid Galahad is not the most entertaining guy to watch, even though I like that performance that he had against Jazza Dickens, the second fight. But a lot of his fights, man, be whew. And Maxie Hughes, his last fight, bro, I was damn near falling asleep watching that shit. If it weren't for Ebony Bridges, I probably would have been knocked out. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna keep it a buck. He said I got Terry Harper. Seen that one. How do you see Joyce and Parker? It's a hell of it's hella hard to predict. I like Joe Joyce. I like his work rate. I like his jab. Parker is not the most active fighter. Um, he got good movement, but Parker is like at a stalemate to me. I mean, he got to let some right hands go. I feel like that's the detriment for Joe Joyce, but will he be able to do it? I think, and if he gonna come in at 251, nah. If he's coming in lighter, like 240, and being moving and kind of setting up shots and walking Joe Joyce into some shots, I think he'll have some success. But he ain't cracking that juggernaut, so I can't see him stopping him. So he just got to box a hell of a fight. But I like Joe Joyce. I like his work rate. I like his constant pressure, even though it can be slow at times. It's just constant in your face, and he's a big guy. He ain't going nowhere. So you gotta hit him with everything. You know what I'm saying? Win the WO mandatory, do his heavyweight. Um, shit. They might be do probably they probably do the same. Look, so peep game. So follow the precedent that happened in other um weight classes. So let's go to middleweight with Andrade and Janabek, right? So Janabek became interim champion. So and then when the fight didn't happen with Parker, they automatically ordered that fight. They gave it like 120 days to make the fight. So they'll have like a 30-day grace period. Then they're gonna order the fight. So probably look at them trying to order that fight, making it due by April or May of next year. Don't be surprised. So of course, I would like to see Usyk face the winner. But I hope Fury and Joshua happen. So I'm gonna go ahead and speak into existence. I hope Usyk faces the winner between Fury and Joshua. You know what I'm saying? I'm picking Fury in that fight, and then they can do undisputed. But if not, like I said, Frank Warren, he kind of got a grip on the heavyweight division right now. So maybe they're gonna force that fight with if Joe Joyce win, force it with Joe Joyce and Usyk. That's what I see. So they probably give him like 120 or 180 days, 4 months to 6 months, and they'll probably make that fight probably second quarter, beginning of the second quarter of 2023. That's what I see. But I don't know. I like Kid Galahad. He's a real talent. He's stepping up. Yeah, so that's a big. Yeah, that's something you got to think about too. With his punching power carry, I'm not sure. You know what I'm saying? Jazza, Braveheart, Dickens. Yeah. um, so much talent in women's boxing. Yeah, so few channels on YouTube actually covered. Yeah, it's a lot of good talent. This weekend you got Jessica Kamara, she's fighting. She's a hell of a fighter. She's just coming off a knockout victory over the Silva, and she's right back in the ring. I think she probably beat Kelly Reese in that fight they had last year. She's a hell of a test at 140. You know what I'm saying? We had some good fights last weekend with the ladies. Yoka Valley, she's nice as hell. I cover women's boxing on this channel for sure. Um, and then I was like sick when that card didn't happen with Carissa Shields and Savannah Marshall, because I love that whole card. Like it's not every day you're gonna see a whole card with like 7 Olympians on it. You know what I'm saying? And that's what they had on that all female card. So yeah, I'm not in that conversation of YouTube channels that don't cover women's boxing. So I'm out of that one. George blocks punches with his face. Yeah, that's true, but shit, he got a hell of a chin. Parker got a good chin as well. So I actually seen this fight going the distance. But we'll see. Can Parker make it 12? Yeah. Parker gonna make it 12. Parker got a good chance too. He said Parker's a live dog. Uh, yeah, I would say so. This could be a close fight. This depends on game plans. I know he got Andy Lee in his corner. Like I said, he can box and walk my man into some shots. He got to be active with his hands. He got fast hands, but Parker kind of been like in neutral to me. Yeah, Christian Hammer was hitting him with right hands beginning of that fight until JoJo started to wear him down and stop him. That's basically how his fights go. He gonna get hit, but can you be consistent with that? If he ain't going nowhere, what else you gonna do? Shazor was having hella success waiting on Parker. Oh yeah, yeah, he was baiting him in. George land counter right hands. I don't know. Yeah, we're gonna see, man. We're gonna see. Quite a few YouTube channel cover women's boxing. Okay, that's what's up. Yeah, that's what's up, man. Salute to them. You know what I'm saying? Salute. That's what's up. Salute, salute. Can you explain how Cameron and McCaskill for Undisputed? What happened to Reese? So Kayla Reese got some type of illness where she can't fight right now, and she's doing some type of TV show. So she did the right thing. She vacated. So they made that Undisputed fight. Cameron got 2 titles in the Ring magazine, so they just threw the other 2 titles on the line. Makes sense because McCaskill was unified at 140. I'm not too mad at it, and that's a hell of a fight coming up too. I can't wait for that one. That's a good one. So this shit like this happened before. Carissa won. She won 2 titles, 2 vacant titles at 54 and shit like that. Shit happens. So I ain't tripping. Um, yeah, that's what's up, man. Yeah, that's good. They're doing women's boxing. Also, when you go over there, ask them who put him on with these women's boxing too. So we gotta make sure we do it full circle too. Ask them who put him on with Mayer versus Hamadouche. He was picking Hamadouche because he didn't believe in Michaela Mayer, but I put him on, and then he lost that. He had to put that L in his debate. Yeah, make sure y'all when y'all go over there, ask him about that, about how L put you on with that fight. Yeah, so we good. It's go full circle though. You know what I'm saying? I had to throw that in there. It's all good. I think people overlooking how good Parker's performance and the rematch. Yeah, it was good. Um, he came in bigger in that fight. I mean, I don't know. It's different fight though with Joe Joyce. Joe Joyce pressure is better to me than Shazor's. You know what I'm saying? Joe Joyce has a championship jab. Shazor don't. You know what I'm saying? He's a bigger fight. It's different shit. So I don't know. He did perform okay in that fight, but he couldn't get Shazor up out of there. So I thought he was gonna stop him. Reach trainer Ebony Bridges. Who Ebony Bridges fighting next? She's gonna face her IBF mandatory Shannon O'Connor from Australia. Eddie Hearn won a purse bid, so that probably be on one of these shows coming up that he got coming up. Sure, that makes sense. Sure, for it. On the Zerto Bivol undercard, November 5th. Or any show, anyone put. I think he got a card October 29th in the UK. I forgot when he got some shows coming up. Let me see. Is Pulev retired? I'm not sure. He just fought not too long ago. I haven't heard anything from him. You know what I'm saying? I haven't heard too much on these guys. But yeah, that's what's up though. So I want to salute everybody coming through the building for sure. I appreciate the comments and all that good shit. Make sure you guys hit the like button if you haven't. For sure. We definitely doing this boxing content. And we well rounded over here. So we can talk women's boxing, any type of boxing you want to talk about, the sanction bodies, the rankings, all that shit, yo. We got that shit covered over here. So I just want to share my knowledge and put everybody on game that rock with me about what's going on in women in boxing, period. My man Andreas in the building. What's good with you, bro? Salute. So yeah, y'all can find me on my social media though. Feel free to tap in. I got my Twitter at OverJ. Feel free. Y'all can hit me behind the scenes. Instagram L does boxing. It's all good. Salute to everybody coming through. That's my time, and I'm out.